Hi guys, it's me, Andrea. I will show you a card today and it will be an autumn card because I'm now pretty much into autumn mood because it started to get really sudden here to be autumn. It was so funny, from one day to the other. It was summery temperature, fantastic weather, and then the next day, oh, autumn had arrived. So sudden. It's not always like that. And from green leaves to overnight having this colorful leaves, really funny. So I'm in the autumn mood, and I start here with my focal point for my card, and that's a stamp I use from Sheena Douglas. It's a cluster of trees. I wanted to have it very muted, not a lot should go on, and I emboss it. That means I put my Versamark down. Was a bit smudgy. I thought I wanted to keep that, looked a bit like a landscape in the background, but I removed it. So only the trees here with a tiny bit of ground, and use my aqua markers here from Spectrum Noir and put a tiny bit of color onto the paper, using here heavy watercolor paper, and smudge it or blend it out with my water tank brush. And I dry every color layer, every paint layer in between. So to make sure that I am not softening the paper too much, that it's not peeling. Okay, I'm using a lot of different red tones and different gold and yellows, so I'm not showing all of them, but you can see the picture, and it's a personal thing, what do you like to use? So I will do the same, of course, to the ground. Some leaves are already down, so the ground won't be all green. It has the same beautiful colors than the tree, and I love that. When I'm not into bed. I don't like this rain and bad weather, what comes with it. But these colours in autumn are fantastic. I like this changing colours on the trees. And my husband doesn't. He always has to remove the tree, the leaves in the garden, or he hates that. I can understand that poor guy, but I love it. So that's a different. For the background, I scribble the blue here on the craft mat because I have much better control. I wanted to have a very light background only in between the trees. I go in with the darker one to to have a bit of shading, because I don't want to use any other pens here for shading, highlighting or whatever. And for the ground, I pick up the same colors than the leaves in the trees because there are already some leaves on the ground. And that's what I did. So I won't use a lot more. I will do a word afterwards, but later. So what I do for the background is, because of this muted focal point, very, very delicate point, I thought I will go for a really textured background. And that's why I use this 3D embossing folder. And I use the same heavy 300-gram watercolor paper here and emboss it. It's incredible how deep embossed that is. And I cut it to size. It was a bit too big, and use my focal point on top. Of course, that doesn't look like something, and that's what I thought. I wanted to have a very, very gentle bit of color on top of that. And I scribbled the green, one of the greens I used on the focal image, on my craft mat with a bit of water, and then pick it up with this foamy brayer and go over the raised areas here. And that worked quite incredibly good. I was surprised about that. So of course I use different layers, and I think you can go on as long as you're happy, You can stop earlier or later, put more on. It's really good to control. So a bit of etching here on both papers, and then I will put it down. And what I thought, I had a look, with white, it looked a bit boring. So I thought I might use or try the black cardstock, and to me it gives the right contrast, looks absolutely fantastic. And I met the embossed or the textured page here, or the textured bit, on craft cardstock, and that looks really nice. It picks up this autumn theme, I think. So one word, as I said, a German one. It's yeah, it says Farbrausch. It means feast of colors. Yeah, being in a feast of color. I would translate it like this. Okay, go over with my marker. I always write with a pencil first. I'm just a chicken. I always have to do that. Something could go wrong. I cut it to size here before I lay it down, and what I do is I put the focal point down on 3D foam tape, glue tape or sticky tape, because I wanted to have that more dimension, even more dimension. You know, the background wasn't, well, the background was already very, very textured. So, but I think that gave it the last bit of yumminess. And that is it. I haven't got a close-up for you today, forgot about it, but you will see, of course, pictures at the end. And that's it. I hope you like it, and if so, please don't forget to leave me a thumbs up or even a comment. It would be absolutely appreciated. And thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I hope I will see you soon with my next project. So have a fantastic time. Bye-bye.